Hey everybody, welcome to Lady Tarot 911. Beautiful day today. Hopefully you guys can't hear the landscapers. They're busy, so if it gets too annoying then I will shut my balcony door. How is everybody doing? Okay, when I was shuffling, that one stopped the shuffle, so I will listen and I will stop. I hope everybody's doing great. Let's look at the energy for the day, for the weekend. I don't know, just whatever, I guess. Let's just get an overall idea of what's happening. I will tell you real quick that we just had the new moon total solar eclipse in Leo on the 12th, on Wednesday. This is about rebirth and resets, new beginnings. I wanted to say new behaviors, but so maybe new behaviors, maybe different ways of dealing, coping with things, maybe handling situations, issues, yourself, handling a job. Also, then on the 13th, on Thursday, it's like honoring your restart from the day before. August and Leo is about transformation. So everybody is transforming something in their life, whether it be finances, the way that they are approaching, and I wanted to say attacking, interesting, but attacking their like projects is what I meant by that. Hopefully there's no violence that's happening, no fighting. I'm sure that there is a lot of change, so it could bring about arguments, people not liking the transformations in either you or the person maybe you're here about, because everybody is transforming in some way, moving in legal issues, with legal situations, in their jobs, just within yourself. There could be a real transformation and switch up change. But that's what August is about tomorrow. And what else? So right now it's about restarting, getting going, visiting something again, a relationship, an issue. Yeah, so that's what's happening with the transits. Okay, so let's look at what your card is mentioning. So sowing thimble, careful effort protects progress from unexpected harm. Oh, I was talking about violence. I don't really want this to be based on that, but maybe it's just a warning that laying on the down low, maybe with your direction or where or what you are revisiting or visiting, or the approach you're going to be taking with something, whether it be a new way of doing something that somebody wasn't expecting, but something having to do with speaking truths, somebody speaking up, let's say, standing up for themselves with this blue. So this is like throat chakra and feelings, somebody coming clean with feelings or approaching something with feeling. This is moving forward towards enlightenment because of the yellow. Yellow is also about courage and strength, having the strength to stand up for, and sowing. Sewing is pulling something together, fixing, somebody speaking up to fix a situation, but maybe keeping it on the down low from other people. And that's what the thimble represents, is the protection of that attempt or those efforts. Yeah, and being careful with knowing who your friends are, who you can trust, that type of thing, so that it doesn't ruin this project. Let's pull some tarot on this, and then I'll pull some oracle. Okay, so that one stayed. All right, what do you want me to tell the collective about protecting these projects? That one stayed. That card almost slipped out, so maybe keeping something from slipping. Be careful with the words you say to certain people or about certain people, or things you say regarding something that could be manipulated by somebody else. I'm hearing reconstructed, or tarnished is what I'm struggling right now. From something becoming more of a struggle than it needs to be. Maybe that's why it's important to keep this on the down low. I'm not sure why I arranged these this way, but I guess let's look at it. I'm hearing, so this is what's been happening in the past. Somebody got clarity. There's this, I feel like it's going from clarity to clarity. This is about somebody's happiness and the way that they want to live, the truth of how they feel their life should be going, and the importance of being happy. This could be a very immature energy as far as like just the beginning of like finally allowing, and being at the beginning of allowing or thinking that you could be happy, or your person thinking that they could be happy. And this is the beginning of that. Now leading into something that's more, I'm told to turn these over at the same time, leading into something that is more present. Okay. So having a choice. Oh, okay. So with this, you know that I like to split my reads, and it's always just been a thing for me, it seems like, where I split them up. So this would be this desire to be happy with whatever this project is, or whatever something that needs to be fixed. This idea of how to fix something or to give this thing effort shows you or your person that this might very well bring happiness that's been maybe lacking. I'm thinking of a puzzle and there being a puzzle piece that is missing, right? And this is about choosing to go forward with a choice. This is about choice, the lovers, and this could be in a relationship, a choice of what the truth is. Should I continue to just hold back from a relationship? Or you have somebody here who might be holding on too much, resisting too much. It could be holding on to a Gemini. This is the Gemini card, or holding on to communication. Gemini is about communication. Mercury is the Gemini's planet, and Mercury is all about communication. Holding back from speaking a truth about a choice, or knowing that somebody needs to, your person here, I think, I'm hearing, needs to speak up and say something, or needs to discuss something maybe with a Gemini, or just in general. Oh, there's those puzzle pieces. Look at that. I was just talking about that. There's been a missing conversation, I think, that needs to be had. And for some reason, there's been this fear, and there hasn't been courage to do so. Now, I'll pull more on this. I think it's because of trying to keep things status quo, in control. And I'm hearing a feeling of loss of like stability potentially, or loss of money, holding on to what somebody has, not to lose that as well. Feeling like if this project or this direction that somebody wants to go to progress in their life, to become happy, it's going to take a conversation and a choice being made. And somebody has been holding back from that. I'm being told to pull oracles on these before going to this. So let's see what this is about. I'll pull my, what's the no, this is my other, well, which one do you want me to pull from? This one. Okay, well, this one, as I grabbed this deck, this one was left down here, so I don't know what that one is. But, okay, what am I clarifying? Clarifying these two. So, all right. What do you want me to tell? Okay, that one's sticking up, so we're going to take that one as well. And then we're going to take the top card as well. So let's look at, what is this about? Silent understanding. What did I say? There needs to be a conversation. Something is unspoken. There's something that needs to be said, needs to be brought to the surface, needs to be, so thrown up, I guess. I'm thinking of throwing up. Like, I talk a lot about like vomiting, gossip. That's how it feels to me when people gossip, is they just are vomiting words and insecurities and fears. But silent understanding of letting go. Oh, letting go. I just heard a silent understanding of letting go, or maybe that's what somebody feels is happening, but there's a conversation that needs to be had. Somebody is letting go of something that they've been holding on to and holding back from, and it could very well be because of money, or holding back, maybe somebody is unaware of money that has been saved up or held back or preserved, I guess. Oh, maybe because of a new alliance will bring you support and opportunities. Maybe somebody else wants to go a different direction with collaborating. This could be in a business partnership, but maybe somebody knows somebody is letting go, and it's because they want to go in a different direction to work with somebody else, and it could be because of money. This is an invoice. What is this one? Boundaries respected. The other person respects your personal space and boundaries. So what's the issue? Oh, maybe somebody's letting go of one situation because of the fact that another situation, they know that the person or the situation that they're going towards, like a business opportunity, there's more boundaries, there's more respect, there's, I guess, more reciprocity and equal give and take. What is coming from the subconscious, what is the issue? Unspoken desires. Again, here we're talking about unexpressed inner desires, often hidden needs of emotion. So somebody here wants to go a different direction, and they want to go and fix something, or they want to fix what is broken here so that they can move on, but it has been silent and quiet about somebody's true happiness. Somebody's not happy in this situation, and it's because they want to be working with somebody else, or going a different direction, be in a different relationship with somebody else, where they feel that there is a reciprocal give and take, or maybe this lover situation, a relationship that is more aligned with what they're wanting or where they're at. But or somebody could be letting go due to finances. Maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody, give me more on this. I'm going to actually get another deck. Hold on just a second. I'm going to go with the Tangled Love, see what's going on there. So what is this? Unspoken desires, new alliances, boundaries respected. What is this for the viewer? What is this for the viewer? For either them or the person that they're here for? Somebody's avoiding this conversation because they're feeling guilty. Oh, hold on. Why are they feeling guilty? They've been hiding away, avoiding, because they didn't want this their desires to be known. They wanted to leave things as is for fear of losing maybe it all or losing out. Why do they feel guilty? Maybe there's been words spoken, or it says black magic, jealous of you, holding a grudge. They've been feeling guilty because they what hiding their true feelings. Look at what I'm talking about. All of this holding back, right? Now this talks about careful effort to protect, and we talked about laying on the down low. Yes, that's okay, but that's different than hiding true feelings, hiding true desires. Laying on the down low means you don't have to tell everybody about what you're going to do or where you're going to go or your plan of action, but being honest and truthful and authentic of where you're not happy doesn't need to be something that needs to be held away, or I guess held onto. So somebody has been either detached because they're angry with you or holding a grudge. Why are they angry with my viewer? Why are they angry with my viewer? And so they've been avoiding, not... Oh, they're upset. They're upset with you because I think you walked away when this person, your person, held back and chose somebody else. Could have been choosing a Gemini with this Gemini card, this Gemini energy, or holding back their feelings. Maybe you walked away because you wanted to be where there was a reciprocal relationship, and in doing so, this person then ended up feeling that when your energy was taken back, and or you avoided this other person, and it made them angry that you had that freedom, or that you would pull away from them because maybe they've been hiding their feelings and their secret emotions for you. And maybe this has been something that's been in the works. There's been some type of strategy, and they've been on the down low. Okay, just give me one more crossing this. Give me one more crossing this. Or did I have that? I had that card out there, didn't I? Oh, look, yeah. Again, this is about communication. Okay, so this whole reading is about hidden feelings, desires, what somebody really wants to be happy, and they have held back from actually bringing them up to the surface in regards to whether they're angry with somebody and they need to tell them, or they are just feeling like they had to let go because they wanted to avoid these feelings, that they were jealous or mad at you for leaving, and maybe they had a plan. But this says apology, meeting up. What is this message? What is this message? Maybe they started dating somebody or wanted to actually put it out there that they were with somebody else, to maybe have you chase them, to play games, to make it seem like, oh no, there it is. There we go. Make it seem like, but maybe making it seem like they were emotionally unavailable and wanting to get out there on the market, or they are worried about that being the situation because they held back, you walked away, the silent understanding. It could be because maybe they were in another relationship, could be with a Gemini, or or trying to make a choice about a relationship. So I'm looking at this now. So what is this one? Yeah, secrets. Again, no speaking, silent, unspoken, avoidance, hiding away, hiding true feelings, emotionally unavailable. Look at that. This is all about somebody who didn't step up, who didn't bring truth and authenticity to the forefront. And that left you confused, which then you respect yourself because you're probably in pre-empress energy or pre-emperor energy, and you felt like, you know what, forget this. I can have different alliances and where I'm respected. Or there was this silent understanding where, or at least a thought, somebody understood that because somebody was holding back in a different relationship, you both made choices, and somebody understood that your person's choice was to hold back, make new alliances with other people. And this, you respect your own boundaries and others' boundaries. But what you don't respect is it being done for financial, monetary, materialistic reasons. And maybe they thought if you were aware of this, it would be a conflict. Let's pull some traditional tarot on that. Maybe they avoided bringing anything more to the table. You avoided contacting them, which then there's this confusion. Somebody then got jealous that they didn't think that you cared about them anymore, when truly maybe you could have just been really upset or hurt that this took place, but there wasn't anything you could do about it, especially if they're in a relationship. You're not one to go and do what others have done to you and break up relationships or families just because. I mean, we all know that when you go and do that, then even if you get invested in somebody who is connected with somebody else or married, when you try and establish a relationship based off that, it's all going to go to hell. Just wait. It always does, because it's built on a foundation like a tower. There's no foundation really. It's built on sand. It's like building your home on sand versus rock, right? And so you weren't going to disrespect anybody's boundaries when it came to vows or relationships, or whether you're traditional or not. You weren't purposely going to go and create karma for yourself by breaking up somebody's relationship or marriage, stealing somebody's man, or taking somebody's woman, because you know that in doing so just brings you karma. And why the hell do you want to bring yourself bad karma? Whether you pay it now or later, it just fucking sucks. Those are the best words I can find regarding that. Hang on just a second. All right. Tell me about this high priestess. Why is this high priestess here? Somebody still holding secrets, or what's going on? I believe you are the high priestess energy. You have kept to yourself. You know things. You're intuitive. This person is obsessed or addicted to you or this situation. Tell me more about the devil. This could be a situation where they feel very tied to you, even though that you've left. Like, you're constantly on their mind. This mystery drives them crazy. Oh, look at that. Wow. So with the tarot pull, you have the sun, the lovers, the high priestess, the devil, and the emperor. These are big, big, big energies. You have 5 major arcana out of 6 major arcana here. Taking control of this devil energy, this... Is this what... Tell me more about this devil. What is this devil about? Hold on. What's this one? So yeah, down at the bottom of the deck, I found temporary distance. This distance in the relationship is temporary and things may reconnect later, but it's driving somebody crazy. They're wanting to take control of the situation moving forward. This has been what the situation has been. It's just this silence, this shh, right? Hush, shh. You know what's going on. You're using your intuition, right? They have been just driven crazy because they can't get you off their mind. And they are trying to take control of this. This could also be them knowing moving forward that you're not going to accept anything less than them taking control of any type of addictions or connections. Maybe if they're still connected to the situation, if they don't come to you right, come to you correctly, then you're going to just continue to just sit here. You are a mystery to them, right? You are going to make it very clear that you trust yourself, or you are making it clear that you trust yourself and that you already know what's going on. You've known what's been going on. In fact, so interesting. Look at this whole reading connects with careful effort to protect. I talked about being on the down low. This talks about clarity. Yes, there's clarity on this side about somebody not being happy, wanting to be happy, right? But then holding back. We talked about all of the silence, unspoken, avoidance, not talking, all in the head, mind games, right? One person understanding one thing, another understanding something else. And then we move over to it's still silent. It's still... So I think that through this whole thing, you have been this quiet power, and your person has been trying to understand this on more of a practical, logical level. Are they dating? Do they not feel the same for me? Like these mind games, I'm going to test you. I'm going to put it out there where I'm dating. I'm going to see if they feel for me. Jealousy, maybe thinking that you have other options or that you're seeing other people. And this was originally started because of a lack of investment. You guys know that if you've been with me for a while, you know that money to me means investment, not only just pentacles and money. And so you've been the silent presence, knowing this whole time, knowing that maybe they're hiding their true feelings, that they're just playing games, and you've just been riding along, going with it, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, you trusting your intuition, them only trusting the practical, which causes them to have this very low vibration, low frustration. This envy is of devil energy, this lower vibration energy causing, maybe they could have been drinking a lot, engaging in a lot of indulgences, that money, lust, obsession. It could be that they've been obsessed with trying to take control of the situation or get control of understanding your silence, understanding why your mysteriousness, understanding why you're quiet. And because you've been trusting yourself, because you know things that others don't, because you don't need to announce the things that you know to be validated by any means. And this distance has increased this irritation or this obsession with you from potentially this emperor energy. Tell me about this temporary distance. Some people's true motives begin to surface. Unmasking true feelings for sure. By this distance that you've had, if there's any type of just communication distance, or maybe you switched jobs, or maybe somebody moved away, there's a distance. They have felt your energy pull back. You've pulled back your power. And in doing so, it's starting to drive them crazy, especially with this distance that you guys have, where maybe they don't see you anymore at a job, or they don't see you at a certain location. They can't just drive by, or there's a distance emotionally. They can't feel your energy, but it's unmasking truths within them. And these truths could very well be, which it seems as it is, maybe feelings that have not come to the surface about the way that this was all handled or the aspects of how the situation played out. Tell me about unmasking motives. Yeah, someone's keeping their true emotions hidden for self-protection. Are all of these decks, like, I mean, I chose all different decks without looking at them. That's just so funny that they're all saying the same thing. I just am so curious. What's at the bottom of the deck? The cold shoulder. Let me see. Yeah, okay, these are not all about communication and not communicating. So what you guys, okay, so since I started to see that love triangle, a hidden emotion entanglement is present. You guys, I can't pull any more cards. Can you guys even see that? No, you can't. Okay, so I gotta move it over. Pull it up. All right, there we go. Look at that. The cold shoulder. Someone is deliberately distance themselves, hiding dissatisfaction. They're not happy. It could be because somebody else is involved. And maybe this person, so remember this relationship, this is something that you are aware of, and that you know that somebody else is involved. You know that there has been this situation, which again, you hold strict boundaries about not involving in something that's going to bring you toxicity. You learn from that, right? And what's fueling the triangle? Silent resentment. You guys, I promise all these cards do not talk about that. Look at the real story. Okay, spill the beans. Facade of concern. Quiet contentment talks about it. Unspoken intentions talks about it. Push and pull, right? That's talking about emotional instability. Not all of these cards. That's about evolution, adventure. So not all of these cards talk about silence, but every one of these cards, and you saw me shuffling, talk about it's been hidden. Shh. On both sides. This relationship with other people, dating other people, not speaking. This could be partying and drinking and indulgences, a power struggle or power trip that's been going on. Could be about money, you name it. And it's all been a part of this whole story that's been happening. And you've stayed silent. And you have decided your own way of coping and managing and moving forward and dealing with things. And it's very internal. For your person or this person on the other side, flip it if you need to. This has not been internal. This is about trying to find out, looking for what's the real story, where the distance could be in homes. Maybe there's the real story is about a home that somebody is afraid of losing, or somebody had a home with somebody else. Maybe this relationship, maybe it was a polygamous or polyamorous type of, maybe not polygamous, but polyamorous type of situation, or people just living together but dating other people, maybe to save money. There's some type of contract, or desires not to lose money. If maybe something regarding homes, somebody went together on homes or contracts about homes, somebody invested in homes or locations, and that's why somebody needed to, what is this? Protective shell. Someone is keeping their true emotions hidden. Cold shoulder. Someone is deliberately distancing themselves, hiding. They're unhappy and unexpressing these feelings that are simmering. It says simmering, right? Beneath the surface of the situation that they're in with somebody else. And it's because of a home or homes. There could be multiple homes, or, oh, they could have also, I'm hearing, they don't want you to know that they're living with somebody. And it's a really sucky ass situation. I just heard. It's not a good situation. It's toxic. But they could be living maybe with somebody that they were in a relationship with, or just had like a sexual relationship with, or had a toxic relationship with, or did toxic things with, that they had been dating or found, and it didn't end up the way that they wanted. And they've been thinking a lot about you. You've been quiet. They don't understand why. They can't get you off their mind. This has been driving them crazy, and they're wanting to try and take control of this. They're not sure how. They've tested you in the past, gaslit you in the past, analyzed you. They probably looked you up online or have been watching you. Maybe somebody with green eyes. There is somebody who's had these hidden secrets, a lot of secrets here, hidden secrets about how they're truly feeling, about the situation they're in. They're not happy with who they're with or who they're living with, or this relationship or whatever the hell that is. And this is temporary distance, though. So I think that they're trying to figure out a way to tell me more about this temporary distance, to move maybe the distance, to close the distance between you and them, whether that is to start communicating or whatever this project is, right? Going back to that, whatever that is, to try and fix this situation between you and them. You remain quiet. They're trying to do something about this distance, take charge of this distance. But it has to do something with the truth's coming out, the truth's coming to the surface. And this could be about their feelings or about this love triangle, about some relationship they're in, why they really let go, talking about finances or a job or some type of situation that they thought maybe was going to end up a different way, but it didn't. And then the real story, what really happened, is going to come to light. But tell me more about moving forward with this temporary distance. Oh yeah, there's the intuition, right? The Queen of Cups. So we've got Aries energy, we've got Scorpionic energy, and Gemini, talked about that. We've got Leo energy and Cancerian energy here. What else do we have? Mercury energy with this messages and all of this shh of communication. And we also have, we talked about the strength energy, right? But we also talked about communication and the cups energy. That is the Queen of Cups, right? Temporary distant intuition. Okay, but tell me about the temporary distance. What is this? Speak to me. Tell me what you're... Oh, the world. Look at that. There's another major arcana. Okay, what's that? A plan. Maybe you have closed this cycle and moved on silently, loving yourself, and or they are hoping, they're planning on moving towards you with closing this distance, right? And they want success. This is staring at me. Why are you staring at me? Why? Why are you staring at me? What do you want to tell me about the devil? You want to tell me about the devil? But somebody is planning, they're making plans, trying to make plans. Maybe that's the project, being careful, staying on the down low. They're not announcing what they're doing to try and get success with fixing the situation by maybe expressing, bringing a cup to maybe a Queen of Cups energy, or becoming more intuitive and their feelings, these transits, creating a restart and a restructure. I talked about the Leo energy, giving them courage to bring about their feelings. And that's what it's going to take to close this cycle, to close this. Hopefully you guys can see that. To close this, this has been a karmic cycle, obviously, with the devil. But why is this devil staring at me? The hell? Oh my gosh, you guys, communication. Look at this. Communication. That's at the bottom of the deck. Being open-hearted, bringing the cup. I said bringing the cup to the Queen of Cups, right? Quickly, energy. This is Aries, Leo, Sag. Leo energy. Having the courage to bring communication about, to bring an apology to potentially you, or to, well, yeah, bring it to you. Having the courage, building up the courage. But it didn't say, because they're obsessed with, it's like brewing. It's like, this was talking about simmering underneath. This is staring at me. The devil is staring at me because they are obsessed with this planning. They're obsessed with coming your direction. They're obsessed with coming after you, or coming to you, or apologizing, or getting the truth out, or like their feelings are just like building. It's like a volcano. I still feel like, though, okay, what? This, okay. So I just ended up accidentally pushing that out and it came flying towards me. It's still strategic. So I want you to be aware of that. It could be that they are still not dealing with some things regarding this, or they're still in this situation, or it could be that they're sneaking away. This is like sneaky type of like trench coat, undercover, right? Somebody, maybe they want to take control. They want to close this distance, right? But maybe there's just some things that they need to tell you, and they're just obsessed with getting to you somehow, or at least obsessed with going this right direction, making this choice. Maybe they have made this choice already, but they're trying to get this plan together that has to be on the down low, because maybe somebody that they're with is controlling freak, and or they're in some type of situation, some type of, oh, look at that. So this is down at the bottom below this. I was going to organize these, but it says someone is about to reveal everything. No holds bar, spill the beans. We saw that when I was rushing through them. Yeah, somebody is bringing about their true feelings about maybe what happened. I do think that the truth, I don't see any like Seven of Swords, right? That didn't come out. They want to bring about the truth. It might not be all of the truth, but I do feel like it's going to be at least some of the truth. And it might not be enough for you. I'm not saying that. But okay, now the mind games is here. It could be somewhat of the truth to test if you will maybe either feel sorry for them or accept an apology, or like they're trying to test the waters. That's what's happening here. And well, this says reveal everything, no holds bar, but then this says mind games, and then the devil is in between. It could just be a testing phase to find out how accepting you'll be if you will accept this cup as far as what they offer. And then maybe at that time the emotions will just, maybe that's why they've held back, because they're afraid that the emotions are going to take over, and it's going to all like, it's going to, we were talking about what, vomiting or throwing up, right? This right here, throwing up, could be what happens is they vomit, they spill the beans, they vomit out all of these feelings in maybe just a irrational way, or the true story will come to light. I do think that maybe they held back though because they were worried about that happening, about spilling all of the information or about everything, because they weren't able to protect themselves. They felt like holding back information obviously as a form of control and protection. I'm just going to get an advice card for you moving forward so that you know kind of how to handle this situation if it comes up. That's the energy that's happening right now. It's really, so shuffling, that one popped out, so I think that's yours. Wasted time. Not all ventures will bring you the fulfillment and success that you were hoping for. Examine your expenditures of time and energy and consider it. Some things are just not worth it anymore. Oh, so mopping up a mess. I think maybe this is talking about them. They've been cleaning up some type of mess that was made, and they feel like they've wasted a lot of time, and it could be the reason why this. Hopefully you guys can see this. Oh, look at that. Sorry about the sun, you guys. I didn't even realize that that's what was happening. Hold on. Let's see. That's no better. Give me just a second. Hold on. Okay. There you go. Sorry about that. We're almost done anyways, but I think that maybe they feel like it's been wasted time, and now it's all of a sudden like there's this big obsession to get things right or get things on the right track or close up the cycle or get this apology to you. You've been too quiet. It's just been, again, there's a lot of mystery here. But okay, so that's obviously not the deck. I'm going to switch to one other deck to give you, because I want to give my viewer a message. What do they need to know that will help them? Okay, that was too many, because these are big messages, but what does my viewer need to know? And these are big cards, and I have little hands, so I love these cards, though. They are so pretty. She did an incredible job on these. Looks like my hair. Funny. Okay, hold on. These are a little more challenging to shuffle, but just because they're big and beautiful. Okay, we're going to go to the bottom of the deck. So what is the falling? Oh, Tower. What did I say to you guys? I had a feeling the Tower was going to come out. I thought it was going to come out in my tarot deck, but I was talking about it being like a tarot moment. Yeah, well, I guess that is it. Maybe in this tarot read, it's a Tower moment for them, or a Tower moment for you. But there are moments in life when the tower must come down and nothing can prevent its fall. When the foundations are weakened and change is inevitable, it is a signal to let go and prepare for transformation. Though it may seem daunting, the collapse paves the way for a fresh start. Embrace the chaos as an opportunity for rebirth. Release what can no longer stand and trust in the renewal that follows. Couple points here. We talked about the Tower, right? This could cause a Tower moment for you or for them or for both of you. This talked about embrace the chaos as an opportunity for rebirth. What did I tell you at the beginning of this? That Leo, we are in the rebirth. That's what the month of August is about, is transformation. So this happening, coming up, because you guys know that I section my reads out a lot of times. Okay, I got it. This spilling the beans, or this somebody revealing the truth or revealing everything might be a lot, but it's going to bring down, it's going to change lives. It's going to be transformational for you or for them. But the Tower is the Tower, and there's nothing you can do to prevent it. Now, these two are holding on to each other. So this could bring about a Tower moment that brings you guys together, and you guys become stronger from it, but nothing can prevent what's going to happen from happening, and neither one of you can stop that momentum from happening. So flow with it, go with it, whatever will be, and it is what it is, and change is inevitable, and whether you are together, whether you're not, whatever happened in the past, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I guess to close it up, the message from the universe would be allow the fall. Just fall and allow and not resist, because you're not going to do anything to stop it. Whatever happens coming up with the situation, whether it be you bringing this information or them bringing this information or whatever, it is what it is. And the advice is the moment is here where the Tower must come down, and you can't prevent it. So it's fall. Just fall. All right, you guys. Hopefully that brings you a little light to situations. Maybe this is stuff you've already known, because you are the High Priestess. I know that is probably my viewer, and when you listen to your intuition, this stuff is all within you. Again, you manifested me here to validate this or clarify for you. So it was good being here, you guys. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Bye.